This is me again, El Maestro, for another episode of El Maestro Speaks. It's been a long time since my last upload, and right now I'm not doing anything. I just finished my dinner and want to have some recording of the things that I think is very important for teachers. I had been a head teacher for 2 years now. It's very. I started. I am still learning when it comes to being a head of a department. Okay, I'm having coffee right now, so forgive me if you can hear some sips um, right now and then later maybe. So during the course of my job as a head teacher of that private school here in the Philippines, I have learned a lot of things, which is uh, somewhat usable in a lot of situations. May, you may be working as a teacher, or you may be working in another office, but I think the thing that I'm going to summarize now will be helpful. Actually, I learned this one when I was having a drink. Yeah, having a drink is not good. You're bad, maestro. And when I was having a drink with one of the old men when I still have my three friends with me. We were drinking, and then there another man on the other side of the table. So one thing led to another. We started talking to each other, and then he shared me his views in life. So he told me that first, when you go to a place, you do this and you do that, and review your principles, things like that. So actually, this is like a re-echo of what I learned from him, and at the same time, additional pointers based on my experience. So if I'll start from S. here. Okay, so each one of us are trying to be a leader, or we are a leader in our own right, our own place. So if we are very new at this kind of work in you're responsible for other people, it's really difficult. And the first and foremost, that we have to do is to equip yourself. So equip yourself. And you don't go to a battle without preparing. So equipping yourself is also preparing. When I first had this job, they say I'd be the head teacher. I really had to read a lot of things and ask a lot of people about the things that I should do. What are the things that I should do in order to perform well in a school? And um, a part of preparing is heightening your observation skills. When you observe a lot, when you look things with very curious eyes, or you put things under magnifying lens, you can learn a lot. Simple things, from a minor to major, you can learn a lot if you are going to serve carefully. So that's part of equipping yourself. Then, second maybe is planning. Once you have especially being a leader, once you have that position, you have to start planning already. Now, your plan should be flexible enough, because especially if it's your first time entering a entering a firm, there are senior employees there who are working there long before you came. There are new who went there and doesn't have any idea of what's happening, and that mixture is not that good. So what you have to do is to create a plan and then make sure that the plan is flexible so that the new employee or the new can adjust and the older people can adapt so that they won't be shocked of changes that you are going to implement. And then connected to that one, changes should be done gradually. You should never be an instant change or it will create chaos which will backfire to you. Will will create a big problem wherein if you are not that careful, it will create chaos and might disturb the flow of your career. So changes you want to implement should be done gradually. Why did I say that when you plan, you have to plan in a way that it is flexible? There are things that you don't know about the company, and part of it is if it's your first time, you are observing at the same time you are learning very fast. Those things should go very, very fast. Okay, observe and learn as fast as you can. So your plan might, while you are on the go, might have some changes, and then sometimes the senior employees who are older than you might change it because maybe sometimes it won't work on that situation, that time, things like that. Should be very, very flexible. One way of doing that is before you start the work is to gather all the people that is working for you or working under you or working with you and you lay out your plan. Or better yet, ask what has been happening in that company. What are the culture? Uh, Asking, it's good. At the same time, observing. Uh, when you observe something and you ask the senior employees and you lay out your plan, you share it to them and ask their opinion about it. Or you ask, what's the plan? You ask the second next to you, what's the plan? And you try to fit in your plan so that the changes are not gradual. It will not won't be a shock to them, and at the same time, your company is going to the right track, and at the same time, you are working in harmonious with them. There is a clear communications between you and the senior employees. Next is ask audience. Okay. So the first one is equipping yourself. Okay. Someone is laying out a flexible plan, and the one is okay, what do you call this? Constant communication. The constant communication is one way of getting the feedback of how you are performing in the school. Okay, so constant communication. Let's just say, let's put under evaluation. It's like evaluating your performance if you are performing well, or if there's are something that you need to address in your management, or if there is something that is to be done right away, or if there's something that is not being given attention to. Okay, so constant communication. You communicate with other people. You communicate from all the people that is involved in the company, all the linkages. Okay. It's very, very important communication. Okay. And next one after that communication is research. And after research, you research. By that I mean um, through the results getting from your communication, you research and evaluate. Okay. At the end of the year or at the end of a period, where are you? Where is the company right now? And try to evaluate it. Okay. Now assess your weaknesses and your strength. Okay. Go wrong and you work on that one. Okay. Now, I'm saying a while ago that as a leader, you have to learn very fast, observe very fast. That's very important because this is what, like, you are thinking on your feet. You are thinking on it. You have to make the decision very fast and then act on it immediately. So if you need an advisor, there are always the senior employees who can provide you things that you need. Well, of course, you have to observe their agenda also because some of them might be having a grudge against new boss, things like that. But they are always helpful at times. And after evaluation, and research, then start again reframing. Changes should put gradually. So that is the thing that I can share about management. Though this one is through my experience, I didn't do a lot of research on this one. I just some of the research, some of the cases are one of the advices uh, of that man, like what I said a while ago. The man I drank with uh, 6 years ago when I was still fresh graduate. And that's that. He what said is that basically it's just the same with what I shared to you. Is that when you go to a place, you observe culture, and then reevaluate principle, work with them, evaluate your principle, and based on your observation, build your new principle. That's what he said. Actually, it's just it's similar with the one that I shared. Okay, so this one is just a sharing, and there's no research proving or statistics proving that this is true. But in my case, it worked, and I hope that if you're going to try it, it will also work in your situation. Sharing from me, and this is me saying, enjoy life, and always don't forget to do that. Thank you.